The Breeders' Cup has arrived in horse country. I'm Amber Philpott live at Keeneland as the richest 2 days in horse racing gets underway.
Lexington police say there is a bullet in a pizza delivery driver's car today after a robber shot at him. Coming up, you'll hear from neighbors who say the whole thing makes them want to pick up and move.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon, I'm Sam Dick. After many months of planning and preparations at Keeneland, the Breeders' Cup is officially underway now. Thousands and thousands of race fans already at the track, ready to take part in this historic event. Amber Philpott is live at Keeneland, where the excitement is building. Amber?
That it is, Sam. Good afternoon to you. I cannot think of a better place to be on a Friday afternoon than here at Keeneland. It is a special place for sure, but today it is certainly putting its best foot forward and shining as the Breeders' Cup has come to town. You know, history is being made here as the best of the best in the horse racing industry descend upon Lexington. Take a look at this. We have some Sky First video of the view of the track, and it is simply spectacular. Officer Don flew over just a little bit ago, and you can see the horses on the track and the huge crowds. Breeders' Cup weekend is something it seems that everyone wants to be a part of on this Friday. There's been a great crowd on hand here. Keeneland, the Breeders' Cup, expecting some 45,000 people. Gates opened at 10, and everywhere you look, there are race fans. While the Breeders' Cup might be for the true enthusiast in Lexington, it is proving to be an experience that everyone wants to be a part of. As we know, the fans are here, and hundreds of flights have been going in and out of Bluegrass Airport the last couple of days. Racing fans, they are flying in from all over the world, the country. But our Brian Milam has more on a very special flight that contains some very precious four-legged cargo.
Hundreds of flights enter and leave Bluegrass Airport every week. But there is a special cargo on this incoming flight, a 727 cargo plane. This specialized plane is carrying some of the greatest athletes in the world.
Who you want first?
Winter quarter.
Tex Sutton started hauling horses by rail in 1954, and by the late 1960s, horses were actually flying.
Everything's pre-planned. We have a plan in place, a loading plan process is already planned out before the horses arrive.
That's Mike Payne. He has been with Tex Sutton for 25 years, and as operation manager, he is involved in the logistical planning, purchasing, and making sure everything runs smoothly.
You know, say from here to California, we can have them there in 4 hours versus 2.5 days by truck.
We got 3. The thoroughbreds have their own first-class travel arrangements.
Bigger horses or horses that are a little clumsy when it comes to traveling might need a bigger stall. Some horses, you know, might be better off in a smaller stall because they have less room to kind of screw around, because they're like little kids, you know, they just get into things.
But how well do they travel compared to humans?
The human passengers have a lot of needs that they verbalize, and the equine passengers, we hear some of the sounds that they make. We know that they're sensitive to pressure changes in the aircraft, and also they're very sensitive to abrupt landings. We try to start the descent a lot sooner so that basically the cabin will have a chance to descend just as smoothly as possible.
And then the horses have to be unloaded.
We want them stall to stall as quick as possible, but as safe as possible.
Waiting for them, an army of trucks to take them to Keeneland.
If we can line all the trucks up, we can load them in 30 to 40 minutes.
The Tex Sutton Company has loaded and unloaded their share of champions, but with the Breeders' Cup Classic in Lexington for the first time ever, Payne and his crew know the pressure is on.
With these types of athletes, you have to be on your game.
And at some point, the Tex Sutton group will repeat the process, unload the next set of thoroughbreds, and watch them depart once again.
Brian Milam there showing us some high-style flying for those horses indeed right there. All right, we have been talking about it all week long. It is a really big weekend here in Lexington. Of course, obviously, the Breeders' Cup, but we've got Halloween going on. We've got a UK home football game, and everybody is talking about the weather. Now, here today, at times, we've seen some brief peaks of sunshine. So I want to send it over now to Chris Bailey, our chief meteorologist, who is trackside, to see if maybe that sun could stick around a little.
Yeah, you know what, Amber, we walked in together, and obviously that was the first thing people were hitting me with, wanting to know when we were A, going to get some sunshine today, and B, if we were going to get rain for the Breeders' Cup Saturday. Well, we're getting some of those peaks of sunshine. As you mentioned, the clearing line is just off to the west and southwest of Lexington right now, and it is slowly lifting its way onto the north. So, yes, indeed, some peaks of late-day sunshine here across our part of the world. As we look at the weather headlines, rolling ahead, showers do invade the region as we go into the weekend. That Halloween forecast, Breeders' Cup forecast, a little on the tricky side. As we've said all week long, the arrival of the rain is critical, so it's all about the timing and the location of where you are here into central and eastern Kentucky as to when those showers get in second half of tomorrow. Current temperatures are into the low 50s into much of central and northern Kentucky now. Farther south that we go, readings are right around the 60-degree mark. Why are we warmer in the south? We've had more in the way of some sunshine. 52 degrees right now in Lexington, and that temperature may edge up another degree or two as we go through the next hour or so, as we again get in on at least some filtered sunshine. As we go through the evening, still mostly cloudy skies around 7 o'clock, especially the farther north that we live. It's a chilly evening with thermometers dropping toward 45 as we go toward 11 o'clock this evening with a mix of stars and some clouds. But again, the clouds are going to continue to thicken up as we go into the overnight, and that means the shower threat not too far behind as we go into the second half of our Saturday and into Saturday night. When I come back here in just a little bit, we will time the rains into central and eastern Kentucky with a fresh look at the hour-by-hour forecast. That, again, is coming away in just a matter of minutes, and it is a crucial Saturday forecast that we're going to break down for you.
That it is. Chris Bailey, thanks so much. All right, people have been talking about the traffic that is going to hit Lexington this weekend. Let's take a look at our traffic maps right now, and you are seeing an overall view, and then if we zoom in there to the area around Keeneland, of course, Versailles Road, heavily traveled anyway on a Friday afternoon. Then you throw in the Breeders' Cup, as you can see, a little bit of a slowdown there, and that is going to be continuing to be the case as the races wrap up here tonight. So that is a look at your traffic here this afternoon. Any way you put it, you're going to have to practice a little bit of patience around town this weekend for sure. It is really electric, really exciting here. Keeneland is just beautiful this time of year, and there are a lot of people here enjoying it for sure. Sam, coming up at 5 o'clock, I'm going to have some pretty cool numbers that I just happened to stumble upon from the Breeders' Cup president that was with us earlier. We know it's historic. This is the first time it's in Lexington. We have some numbers that are probably going to prove why it's going to be extra historic for sure. Live here at Keeneland at the Breeders' Cup. Back to you.
Thank you, Amber. Lexington police are searching for the person who pulled a gun on a pizza delivery driver overnight and shot at him. Police say the gunman demanded money, then fired a shot that hit the car as the driver delivered a pizza on Ohio Street. Mark Barber has the latest in this Crime Tracker report.
Police are not going so far as to call this a setup. However, they say the pizza delivery driver could have been targeted. Investigators tell me that when he was making a delivery here on Ohio Street last night, he walked up to a house. However, the people home said they did not order the pizza. Police say that when the driver was walking back to his car is when he ran into the man with the gun.
It's crazy.
Neighbor Anthony Burge says it's crazy that the robber pulled a gun because the driver gave him what he wanted. Police tell us it wasn't until the driver got into his car and threw it in drive that the robber fired at him, hitting the back of his car.
It scares me a little bit.
The driver's co-workers at the Domino's near New Circle and Russell Cave tell us fortunately he is okay and is back at work. Those who live nearby say the gunshot shattered the silence on Ohio Street around 11:30 last night.
You don't know what was next. They could have opened fire on random houses.
It was dark, so police tell us they don't have a detailed description of the shooter. They say all they know is he was wearing dark clothes. Officers are still searching for him. Those who live here tell us the shooting and the search for the shooter is very unsettling.
It kind of wants us to move, but where would we go?
Police say investigators searched the area last night for witnesses. They are back out here today again, once more looking for anybody who saw anything, heard anything. They're hoping that anyone with information will call them. They say that could lead to an arrest. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
And police tell us cases like this one, where the robber fires at the victim after they got what they wanted, are especially concerning. O.Z. Tyler Distillery is the new name for a Western Kentucky distillery associated with the bourbon industry. It was acquired last year by a South Carolina company that claims to be able to accelerate the aging of whiskey and other products using a special process. Amanda Shanicki has more.
Bourbon was first made on the site of what is now the O.Z. Tyler Distillery in 1885. With the help of the South Carolina-based Terrasentia Corporation, it will continue to be made there for years to come.
To be able to take a historic facility like this and put it back into production, create good jobs, but really to make good bourbon, that is what we're excited about.
But of course, to make good bourbon, CEO Earl Hewlett says they need the right equipment.
We're in the process of repairing the old still that was here. We have it pulled out with a crane.
We're putting in a new beer well, new laboratory, test equipment. So when we finish, we will have a state-of-the-art distillery.
He says since the groundbreaking in July, they've made a lot of progress.
Coming along. Coming along.
Hewlett says when they first came here, this whole warehouse was completely empty, and now over 5,000 barrels fill this space. He says local contractors are doing a majority of the work, which has made the process even easier. They also hired 10 permanent employees.
Well, we hope to have about 75 employees when we're up and operating.
The distillery will carry on the name of the company co-founder Orville Zelotes Tyler. Hewlett says this project wouldn't have been possible without him.
He passed away about a year and a half ago. He was 80, and we thought it fitting to put his name here.
He says he looks forward to the day the distillery is up and running and making the O.Z. Tyler bourbon brand in this very facility.
And O.Z. Tyler Distillery should be up and running next year. Stay with us. We'll have much more live coverage of the Breeders' Cup from Keeneland when we come back.